Hey guys, it's Maddie here. I just wanted to go through real quick and show you how to download your images. So go into your email and there should be an email from me. It should be mymailing.maddie@gmail.com unless you're watching this video so far into the future that that's not my email anymore, but it should come from my Gmail account, so it shouldn't be flagged as spam. But if you don't see it, make sure to check your spam. So here we are. You will get this nice little email. It has a bunch of information on your gallery, expiry dates, and all of that fun stuff, how to contact me, link to your invoice. So all of these will be completely individual to whatever house, and I will list the house right here, the address for the house. So, and the address for the house is what will be on that questionnaire that I sent you before the shoot, so that I have the correct address and all of that fun stuff. So anyways, here we go. So you're going to want to click on this little link that says click here to view your gallery. And it will take you to a customized link just for your gallery. So here we are. It will be obviously your images. So once you get to this point, you're going to click open. And ta-da! Here are all of your images. So there you go. They're all right there. Perfect. So what you're going to want to do next to download, you're going to want to click on this cute little download link right at the top here, and that will take you to download. So you click on that and it'll come up with this new page. So type in your email. So your email is used to send you a link to your images once they're done if you elect to close the tab. And it also allows me to track how many times the gallery's been downloaded, who's downloaded them, and then it also adds you to the list to get the auto expiry reminders. So the galleries do expire within 7 to 14 days of when they are delivered to you. So the auto expiry just sends you an email saying, hey, just a reminder, this gallery is going to expire. Please make sure you get to your images. So there you go. You should, put you on a list to make sure that you get it. I never sell your email to third-party vendors or anything like that. It's just strictly to make sure that you have access to your images. So go ahead and click next once you've got your email in there, and it'll pull up. Sorry, I downloaded this gallery already once. So it'll pull up this screen immediately after the previous screen. So here we go. So it says this is going to be the gallery name. So it will be the address of the house that I took pictures of. And if you're a listing agent, then I'll put dash and your name. So there's that. So all of your images will always be in highlights, and it'll tell you how many images there are. So highlights is where I will always put them, so make sure that's checked. I do export in high res, so if you wanted to print these images, you could. But for MLS, you're just going to want to select web size. And that's really your best option. That's going to be for posting on Facebook and posting on the MLS or Instagram or marketing, anything like that. If you're doing flyers or any printed products, you're definitely going to want to have high res, because anything lower than high res will print very pixely and the files are very small web size. So I'm just going to select web size because I'm just going to assume that we're doing for the MLS. The steps are the exact same, and if you want to download both, you'll have to go back and redo, like repeat a couple of the steps and download the high res. It's kind of an inconvenience. I know. I wish there was an option to change that. At the moment, there's not. So once you've got all of your settings selected, you're going to hit Start Download. And I'll say, okay, we're fetching your photos. So that's going to load. Leave that tab open, and we'll go talk about favorites. So your favorites list is very, very beneficial. So let's say you're not happy with an image. So let's pick an image that I'm not super happy with. We'll say this one right here. So I'll favorite it. I might not necessarily favorite it, but oops. Okay, so you're going to want to put your email in because then it'll associate your favorites list with your email. So anytime you view the gallery and you type in your email, it'll pull up your favorites list. So, and then if you have questions about why you need my email, you can click that little link right there. So once your email's in there, you can click Let's Go. So, oh, look, it says added to my favorites. And if you want to view your favorites list, you can click right here. So, oh, here's my favorites. And it says there's one photo in here. You can add other favorites lists like retouch or anything you really want. Some people create favorites lists, others don't. But I do have access to your favorites list through my side of the system. So if you, I will check in and see if there's anything you're needing. It does send me an email when you create a favorites list. So there's that. So we'll just start with this. So click on the one that has the picture in it. So all this icon right here does is show that it's been favorited. So then I assume if you click this, it'll add, you can add it to another one or you can remove it. So we're just going to ignore this right now. So the feature I want to share with you is this little button down here in the bottom corner, and it says add note. So if you are wanting some retouching done on this, you can say, hey, I wish this was brighter and less yellow. Can you fix it, please? Okay, so then you hit save. So then, once you've got, if you need retouches done on images, it's not a big deal. Send them to me. For MLS purposes, I can't make any changes like this cute little light switch right here. I can't edit that out. I can't edit out things like that. But like if there's a spot on the floor that is really bugging you, like let me know. I try to make sure I get those things, but in case for some reason I don't, don't hesitate to send them to me because I want you to be 100% happy with your images. So once you've got your favorites list, say you have like 6 images that you'd like some minor retouches done to, you can hit share. And then I would hit send to photographer. And then I just know that, hey, I need you to redone this. So you can put a message. So you just say, hey, I need these images retouched. Thanks. Like I said, don't feel bad to send me retouches. I don't mind too. I do not do heavy photoshopping. If you're wanting heavy photoshopping, we will have to outsource, and that does come at an additional cost. So if you're wanting that, please email me and I can get you a price on that. Like I said, if it's just minor retouches like brightening it or de-yellowing it, or maybe it's too cool or maybe it's too warm or things like that, like send it to me. That's a super easy fix. I can usually have them back to you within 24 to 48 hours. So when you're ready to send that list, just hit send. Then I get a nice little email that says, hey, this person's wanting this done to these images, and I can go in and see the notes and all of that fun stuff. So woohoo, that's the favorites list. So at this point, I assume that our download is probably ready for us to go view. So I'm just going to get you guys back to how to view your gallery. So now you're in your favorites list, and now you're in your gallery. So, okay, so click back on that tab that you did your download in. For me, it's this tab right here. So, okay, here's the gallery thing. It says click the links below to start the download. So this is always going to be a unique file name. It'll have the gallery name first, then photo-download-part1 of 1 zip. So gallery name, photo, download, anyways, you get the picture. So click on that. And then from this point on, it might vary depending on your internet browsing system and whether you're on a Mac or a PC. I'm on a PC, and I hope that these following steps don't change very much between Macs and PCs. If they do, there's a ton of YouTube videos about how to extract files from a zipped file. So, and if you're having problems, you can always call me. So I'm on Google Chrome. I love Google Chrome. If you haven't used it, it's been great for me. So all of my downloads get shown on this little bar down at the bottom. So here's my folder. I'm just going to click and open it from here because it does open the file viewer directly. So here we are. Now we are in the zipped file in the downloads folder. So if you look in this little search bar, this bar right here, it'll tell you here's the file name. This is the folder that we're in right now. This is the main folder that it's in. So under my quick access, I have desktop, downloads, documents, pictures. It shows that it's in the downloads folder. So right there, and then it's on this PC, obviously. So here we are. You're in the zip folder. With the zip folder, you can't directly upload to the MLS. You can't directly upload to Walgreens or anywhere to print. So you do have to extract the files. So for my PC, I've got this nice little button right here that says extract all. Click on it. You can choose a file name of where you'd like it to go. So you can hit browse and go add a new folder. And that just brings up this dialog box. So you can say, oh, I want it on my desktop and I want it to be in the house pictures file. House pictures. So then save it. Make sure it changes the name, solidifies, then select it so that it says house pictures right here. And then hit select folder. Or if you just want, if you're lazy like me and you're going to go downloads, downloads, and then I'm just going to randomly type in a file name. So we'll just say house. So if you do it this way where you manually type in, it'll create a new file for you. I think it's personally a lot easier, but whatever is easiest for you to grasp and understand, that's 2 ways to do it. So then this little checkbox right here, it says show extracted files when complete. So all of this little does is if this is checked, then once the files are done exporting, it will bring up basically this same one, except for the regular file folder, not the zip file. And I always select it to show the extracted files. So then I just hit extract and everything goes on, it's going, it extracted. Perfect. And then ready, there's that new dialog box with the regular file. And look, we're in downloads and house pictures. And if you decided to put it on the desktop and rename the file name to wherever, you're good to go. So now that we're in the file, this is an ignore file. I don't know why they put it in here, but they do. So it's just in there for whatever reason. And then all of your images are going to be in this highlights folder right here. So click on highlights and voila. There they all are. They are in order by the name I extracted them in. So there you go. They are in order. So that's the folder that they're all going to be ready to use. If you ever have questions about it, this is where they will be if you go to upload them to Facebook or the MLS or whatever. And then just a quick little helpful tip. I hate doing this, scrolling down to the bottom and hitting shift and then selecting all the images. I feel like that's a lot of work. I'm really lazy. So if you select one of the images, so we'll just select that one, see how it's got a checkbox, and then if I hit Control A, it automatically selects all of them. And then if you're uploading to Facebook or somewhere, it says like open right here, and it'll have all of them listed. You just click open and then it'll upload them all, and it's super, super easy to use. So that is how you download your images. Let me know if you have any questions about that whole process. I'm available to talk on the phone at any time. If you're ever wondering where my contact information is, you can find it here. Hopefully you have my email or my phone number somewhere in your phone. And then, yeah, so next I just want to talk to you guys about invoices. So I do send my invoices with your gallery. I just figure it's the best way to keep it all together so you can find everything. So to view your invoice, unless you've paid me prior to the shoot, you can click the invoice here. So view invoice. And it will pull up your side of the project. So a lot of you are repeat customers, which is fantastic. And this is a really helpful tool for you because it shows all of your, it will open up to this page right here. So it'll pull up the invoice for this particular one. I usually put in the address for right here. If it's more than 3,500 square feet, you know, the price reflects that. I do have to charge sales tax in the state of Utah, so that's your tax that's added. And prices vary. Sometimes prices go up depending on how the market's doing, things like that. As of right now, when I'm recording this video, less than 3,000 square feet is $50. So here's your invoice. It should have all your details. This cover picture might change, obviously. If you want to print your invoice, you're welcome to do so right there. All of my contact information is right below down here if you have any questions. And then as far as payment goes, you can pay online here using this little pay button right here. Super handy. So if you click pay, it will take you to subfolder 2, and it'll tell you like when the due date is, how much you need to do. If you want to pay with a credit card, you type in your full name on the card, your credit card number, all of that fun stuff. And then this little button will turn green when everything's done, and you just click pay. There is gratuity on here. You can give me a tip if you'd like to. You don't have to, not required. And if you want to pay with a bank transfer, you can add your bank account, and you do have to, like, you know, choose your bank. I bank through Wells, and then you can log into your online banking and it'll submit. So yes, I want to exit. So you can do it that way. And then it'll say pay, and if it went through, great. If not, then you might need to change your payment method. If you're still having a hard time and you know that your card should be working, give me a call. I do also run through Square, not very often, but I can if needed. And also, if you're wanting to pay with a cash or a check, you can bring that to me as well, and I can for sure get you a receipt. So if you click on the invoice tab right here, once it's paid, or if you pay with a cash or a check, this will say paid in green right here. Just saying, you know, oh, it's taken care of, we're all good to go. And there should be a little button for a receipt right here once that's all paid. So once that's all paid, that's all handed there, and it's super easy. So if you're one of my repeat clients and you want to see all of the invoices you've paid me and the history of everything, this system is very, very handy for that. It shows me everything. So if you come up to the top here, it'll say your name. That's just how I group them all. I have to have a project name. So this was a test project to make this little video for you guys. So if you click back on this little arrow right here, it'll bring you to here. There will be a different picture, and it'll look a little bit nicer. It's just my defaults at the moment. And obviously, we're not a wedding project, so that's okay. So here's where you can see our activities. So if you email me, sorry, it scrolls. If you email me back and forth, here's like the email I sent you to view your gallery and view the invoice, and I added you to the space, you know, all of that fun stuff. That shows up here. All of our email contact will be in here. So if we email back and forth, all of those emails will be present in here as well. Super, super handy if you're trying to keep track of what's been talked about and what hasn't been. You can click right here to view the files. So if we've done 15 houses together, I'll put the address name right here. So we can say, oh, this one was for Main Street and Center Street on the corner there. Okay, perfect. And then this one was for the one out in Equestrian Point, and this one was the one for wherever. So they'll all show up here. This says payment viewed. If you've paid, it'll say payment paid. Obviously, I'm not going to go pay an invoice to pay myself. So that will show there, and it'll show all of them. Any outstanding invoices you have, they will all be here. And then if you want to see what payments you've made, you can click on the payments tab, and it'll show you everything. It'll show you which ones you need to pay, which ones you have paid. Everything will all be right there. And the great thing about this is they will all be there with the little thing to view your receipts. So you can click and view your receipts, because we all know we need those for taxes. So if you need to attach something for me, that you can use that link there. And anytime you're in this system here, it's kind of funny, you can't hit back. If you hit back, it changes this, but not this screen. So you got to make sure to hit this little X in the top right. And then, yeah, so that should be just about everything. It should show you everything. It should, you should be able to pay your invoices, see your galleries. Like I said, galleries do expire after 7 to 14 days. It depends on how busy I am. So make sure you're downloading those as soon as I get them. But yeah, that should be just about everything. All of my contact information is listed on this website. So, and the quickest way to get it is right here. It says visible to you and one other participant. That other participant is me. So if you click on me, it'll say the photographer right here. Click on that. It's got my email, my phone number, my website. You can disregard my address because that's my personal home. So that's the best way to get a hold of me. All of your contact information, everything is all right there. So if you guys have any questions or concerns, you can always call me. This is the best phone number. And if for some reason I don't answer, feel free to shoot me a text message. I do respond to those way faster than phone calls, it seems like, just because of the way life is. So if you ever have questions, you can text me, you can call me. And yeah, and we can go from there. So hold on to these emails in case for some reason you need them. And yeah, I think that's just about it. Like I said, don't hesitate to reach out to me if you guys ever have any questions or concerns or anything like that. I'm always here to help. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you soon.